that happened in New York, but totally ignoring the shooting that happened in California that I think involved an Asian man that was the shooter. Totally ignoring the guy that drove his car, black man that drove his car through a Christmas parade, killing people and was a racist himself.
Oh, that's why that right-wing douchebag caller yesterday is, what
Yeah.
about the guy at the parade?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, it's the what about us. What about the one time the black guy did the thing at the
we
place?
talked about that back then.
Right, we did.
And we
did.
did not defend him.
Also, that was racist shooting out here. It was against Taiwan. So it doesn't, we're not talking about the race of the shooter. There are a lot of racist ideology behind this violence, which is what, okay. Really? Must she go on?
You know, these people are all guilty of these crimes, and it's not about race. It shouldn't be about race, but they're clearly racist as well. So white supremacy shouldn't be the main target.
Oh, I see. So when
we
a
should let
shooter
it
in
go?
Buffalo writes an entire manifesto about how he only wants to hunt black people because of white replacement theory, that's not in any way racist, Jody? Is that what I'm...
You're racist for pointing it out, Stephanie.
Yeah.
I see.
I agree with Frank Figluzzi. We shouldn't be calling it a manifesto. It's just a screed of rambling.
Screed, exactly.
Yeah,
rambling.
yeah. Because manifesto makes it sound highfalutin.
It does.
Yeah.
We should be more concerned about the illegal invasion at the border,
Oh,
the
God.
crime happening every single day on our streets, especially in cities like Chicago. We should go after criminals that break the law and not pursue people
Like you?
based on their skin color and how they vote. But that's what the Democrats want to do.
Nobody's pursuing anyone because how they vote. It's because they're shooting people of another race to death. Oh, my God.
And also,
Green, she's Marjorie Green. She's the mayor of Crazyville.
Yes, Travis.
aren't they going after people who vote because of their skin color? And
Yes.
don't police go after people because of their skin color and treat them differently?
Let's review. What did we say the border crisis is in America, Chris?
What?
You don't pay attention to me, do you?
The Great Kazoo.
The separation between church and state.
Oh, yeah.
That was
That's
a spectacularly bad answer.
I liked it.
It wasn't even a guess the quote.
it sounded like one. I got confused.
He's pretty. Leave him be.
It's a tweet I did earlier. Our border crisis is the separation between the church and state. This is another example. Did you see this one? Here, God. Good morning, Gilead. How's it doing, everybody? A lesbian mother in Oklahoma, amid a contentious divorce, is fighting to reverse a judge's ruling that removed her name from her child's birth certificate, a decision that could create a chilling precedent for same-sex parents ending their marriages. Chris Williams and Rebecca Wilson were married in summer 2019. The couple had a son via artificial insemination. While Wilson carried the child, Williams was there for the birth, cut the umbilical cord, was listed on the birth certificate.
Yeah.
The couple's son was even named after a family member on Williams' side. The couple has since filed for divorce. Wilson petitioned the court to remove Williams' names from the birth certificate. According to the judge, being on the birth certificate wasn't enough. She should have also adopted her child. The judge also ruled the name on the birth certificate should be replaced with that of the sperm donor. Who is petitioning the court for custody of the child. My body instantly started shaking, said Williams. I mean, pure terror as a queer person to just be erased. I want people to know it's not just the LGBTQ community that's vulnerable in this. We have other families who can't have biological children and use donors as a means to have families. I think it's horrible. We have to take an extra step to solidify our space for us to be legally connected to our children.
Yeah, I mean, what about straight married couples who the man is not the sperm donor and he's listed as the father on the birth certificate?
Right. You know what I think the progress is in America? We gay people have proved that we can up relationships just as well and as quickly
It's a very
as
nasty
straight
divorce.
people. We are fully capable.
That sounds like a very nasty divorce to me.
Yeah, those not sound good.
Yeah, that sounds very nasty.
Ay. Well, it's, but anyway, but it's just that here we go with the law again where we have to fight these fights all
That's
over
ridiculous.
again. Yeah. Okay. One of the things I've done for my own mental health. Mm-hmm. Oh, by the way, is actually you're right. It was not my DVR, but it was sports that saved me from Chuck Todd this weekend.
Yes.
It was not in my DVR, and I thought my DVR just made the decision on its own for my mental
it's a
health.
smart
But it was
DVR.
preempted, so I was all right. But I was reminded of how drunk Larry Kudlow. I was reminded of how drunk Larry Kudlow had to be to. I thought he was talking to Jake Tapper, but apparently he was talking to Dana Perino,
Right. Which
and
is
called her Chuck Todd.
That's crazy.
But also, I said that he was so drunk. I think he fell asleep in the middle of a one syllable word. So we just called her Chaka. Okay. Do we have it? Thank you, Bob Seska.
Greenland is a strategic place up there, and they got a lot of valuable minerals. I don't want to predict an outcome. I'm just saying the president, who knows a thing or two about buying real estate, wants to take a look at low interest rates, no inflation, virtually no inflation, Chuck Todd. So I actually think it's a pretty good story. And again, let me echo my theme. Let's not be afraid of some optimism.
Oh my!
She didn't correct him.
my
She
God.
didn't.
Fantastic. That is fantastic.
Chuck
I,
Todd.
I thought it was good enough that he thought it was Jake. She thought Jake Tapper was Chuck Todd, but he thought Dana Perino. Right, Chuck Todd? Chuck Todd?
Her bangs.
Actually, and I love that there is no Chuck Todd. It's not even, if he were talking to Chuck Todd, it was not even pronounced correctly.
In Kudlow's defense,
Yeah.
Perino's bangs could use some work.
They're
That's
aspirational.
true. They're also aspirational,
Yeah.
like Chuck Todd.
Yes, they are. Yeah.
Greenland. It's full of minerals.
He was so drunk.
I cannot say definitively.
I mean, I've fallen asleep, but your name is 2 syllables. When we used to drink together, I would be like, Joe. Chuck Todd. We will forever refer to him here as Chuck
Chuck
Todd.
Cha-cha.
Chuck Todd.
Chata. Chata.
Cha-cha.
Chaka. Chata. Chata.
We might have to isolate that one.
Cha-cha.
Ta-ta.
Cha-cha. Cha-cha. Ka.
Isn't that where Billy Joe McAllister died, up on Chata Ridge? Oh, God. Wow, I went a long way for that joke.
Wow.
It's like Choctaw, but different.
Ta-ta.
Chata.
Ta-ta, Ridge.
She's giggly.
All right, so the other thing I've done for my mental health is taken Bill Maher out of my DVR
Good
entirely.
idea.
Good.
He
Good
does
plan.
not spark joy. I have
No.
feng shuied him from my DVR. What is going on with him? Oh my God. He's like he became a Republican talking point like a year ago.
No, he's been a libertarian the whole time.
Yeah.
He's always been a libertarian.
everybody else did the work for me on Twitter. But first of all, and I think Rachel Bittencofer pointed it out, he was talking about, I don't, okay, well, he faced condemnation after making comments questioning transgender children experimenting with hormone blockers. But what he said was just completely, he was talking about like, oh, if it's just biological transgender, then, why is it geographical? Why are there, then they're creating them
so
in
dumb.
California and not in Ohio. Well, I think Rachel said, like, they tied Matt Shepard to a fence post in Wyoming. Some places are just a lot safer to come out. It's not
Yeah.
that there's more people. It's that people, it wasn't that long ago, Matt Shepard. And so it's still not safe in a lot of areas. That explains, oh my God.
He's dumb.
Anyway, he discussed hormone blockers, the statistical increase in LGBT identifying people, people saying we're literally experimenting on children. Carlos Alzaraki, Reno 911. He alerted us to this story. He tweeted, live in California, no religion in our home. Youngest daughter plays baseball with boys. Oldest plays girls softball. Both on social media. Have transgender friends. Both are into boys and love being girls. Either my grooming skills suck or they secretly live in Ohio.
Go, Carlos. It's your birthday.
It's your birthday. Jessica Ellis says Bill Maher is not a smart guy. He's a mean guy.
Exactly.
We sometimes confuse the two. Andy Levy said it's impossible to overstate just how much Bill Maher sucks. Molly Young Fast. Because Marjorie Taylor Greene applauded him for his
she did.
comments. Mm-hmm. And Molly said, pretty good sign you're doing it wrong, Bill Maher. Amanda Gandy said, one thing I like to do is ignore Bill Maher because he's a bad person with bad opinions. Music writer Dan Ozzie said, sincerely, zero tolerance for anyone who has made transphobia part of their personality. It's killing people. Bill Maher, Chappelle, the Harry Potter moron. Transphobes can off. Okay, and John Cooper said, for a guy with no children, Bill Maher sure has a lot of advice to offer parents on how to raise their own kids. And Glad said this is not the first time Bill Maher has spouted inaccurate anti-trans rhetoric, but this time he's targeting youth. Pundits who fearmonger and trans youth and surgeries need to learn the facts. It's not a trend. It's not a phase. You are not rushed into medical transition.
God, no.
And Dr. Thrasher just said there's nothing more to say. Bill Maher is a homophobic, transphobic, Islamophobic, xenophobic, racist, sexist, fatphobic, and ableist, who he has long shown himself to be. There's nothing more to say. Yeah, I didn't even watch it, but I just know my blood pressure's bad enough. I can't. Just watching Fox clips. This is why, now that I'm elderly, I make Travis do it.
I don't watch.
They just
girl.
appear on my soundbite list, and I'm like,
Atta girl.
Yes. You know what I listen to instead? Kevin, the hilarious gay from Chicago.
Oh.
Hello, Kevin.
Well, hello.
A trail of sparkles just came off
Yes.
of that
Glitter.
phrase. you said. Yes.
I
It's Shaun of
felt
the
I felt the
phone
glitter.
Glow sticks,
Is
glitter.
that a gay joke?
Yes.
Rainbow glitter, rainbow glitter.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fine. June is approaching.
It is.
So, hi, Jody.
Hi, Kevin.
I have to tell you that I was doing another Veronica Cartwright when you were reading about the pustules. Pustules. Yes,
Stop
that was
saying
me
it.
in my car. It's a good thing you can't hear me when I'm on hold because that's what you would have heard. Oh God! Yes. Oh God!
Nailed it.
Nailed
You
it.
nailed it.
You did.
Thank you. I am calling. So I'm covering for my supervisor who is out of the country. So I'm going to try and say something smart. Let me apologize in advance if I don't. I think the reason why we are celebrating Liz Cheney so much is not because she's spouting ideas that we agree with. You've mentioned before that she is a velociraptor who will fight us given the chance.
She will turn on us in a moment.
but-
She is a clever girl.
Yes, I think that it's because she's not a hypocrite. We have seen so many of these so-called Christian conservatives who have sacrificed so many of their religious beliefs to follow a diaper bitch. Okay, I'm sorry. That is not
true.
Wow.
No
No
lie
lie
detected.
detected. No lies.
I
Lie
am not
detected.
dumping that.
I mean, that was
I tried-
true.
I tried to channel some Karen in Chicago caliber material, but that was not her. I take full responsibility for that.
It's Karen's
I
world. We
apologize
all
in
just
advance.
live in it. It's all right. You're a brilliantly
You do.
unique sparkle pony, and we love you.
Second smartest girl in class today.
That's
Yes.
Yes, you are.
All right. Goodbye, Kevin.
Hey.
Goodbye, Kevin.
Bye.
Goodbye.
And there he goes in a trail of glitter.
In a trail of glitter and rainbows. Whee. Okay. I bet you he's wearing a hat, and I bet he looks super.
I bet
Don't
he
you think?
does.
I bet you he is.
He is.
I bet she's wearing a cute little.